Hello everyone, thanks for stopping by, I appreciate it. Hope you like and subscribe. Anyways, it's my first time making a crew neck. I've never made one before that I'm aware of. I don't know, I've made so many things, I don't remember. I think once I took off a hood of something and called it a crew neck because I didn't want to make another hood. But anyways, I don't think that really counted because it wasn't meant to be a crew neck. But this is like me deliberately making one, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I mean, I knew what I wanted to do. I was all like, oh, well, I don't know how this is going to feel or look or anyone's going to think about it or, like anything like that. Because, like, I've never done it before. So, like, doing something new and trying something new can be scary at times. And I would say it was a little bit scary, but, it's normal. As I get more confident and start doing this more often, then I'll be like, oh, well, I know exactly what I want every single time. But, like, yeah, I knew what I wanted, but I'm like, I just want this to turn out. Because, the colors are something I wouldn't normally deal with. And, all these other things. It's just like, it was just a random garment that I just wanted to make before the pop-up because I just wanted to have variety. Because, I don't know, I don't think everyone wears hoodies. And, I'm like, well, what if I just make one crew neck and that looks like a t-shirt, but it's not a t-shirt? Because it's not. So, it's just my brain just wanting to do something else. Because I also didn't want to spend 4 hours on a garment. I wanted to spend less than that. Like, I wanted to spend, like 2.5 hours or whatever it was, I think. And, that was the thing, and this is what you're watching. Thank you. And one thing I've noticed, I just got so much better at cutting things and, like, doing the cutting part. Like, I used to just suck at that, but now I'm like, oh, I could do this with precision. I don't know what I'm doing now. And it just doesn't take as much energy as it used to. It's just like a second nature now, just cutting up fabric and cutting up hoodies the way that I want to. For me, it reminds me of, like, when people gut a fish, it reminds me of that, or gutting, like, just a dead animal to make it, exactly how you want it. And that's exactly what this reminds me of for some reason, like, with precision and just doing as fast as possible. It makes me wonder if I was, like, ever timed, if I ever just did it just to see how fast it would take me if I just cut it all up into the sections that it needs to be. I wonder how long that would take me. But I don't usually, I just like to take my time with it. I usually don't like worry about rushing because, I don't really have a timeline or a deadline. This is just me naturally doing it over the years. So I'm just wondering, like, if I were to, like, actually do something, like, timed it, like, from start to finish, I wonder how long that would take me. Like, I don't know, I saw people do that with the chainsaw once. They're putting, I don't know, there's, like, whatever Guinness World Record thing you could think of. I'm not for that, but, I guess some people love to do that. I personally couldn't, but, those to each their own, right? Anyways, yeah, I just enjoy cutting up fabric. Sewing is my favorite part of the whole process. I just enjoy it. It's just so much fun to, like, sew things, sell things, sew things, sell the things you sew. I don't know. It's just like a fun little thing that I don't know why. It just always feels like it feels so satisfying to finally, like, just get to that part. Just like, oh, now I'm sewing. Now I'm, like, finally starting it. Now I know what I'm doing because this is like the start of the sewing. This is just 2 sections that I sewed together. I'm gonna sew up and build up, and then eventually I'm gonna cut it up and make a garment out of it. And I don't know, that's just, like, exciting for me. I don't know why. I can't explain why. I'll never be able to probably explain why, but it's just like it's such a slow process where you just constantly cut sew, like and I just enjoy the sewing part so much. I mean, I like the cutting, but sewing's my favorite part. So, like, I've gotten way more precision over the years, I would say, versus, like, when I used to not be that good at it, but now I'm just, like, so much better at it, and I just enjoy it. I don't know why. I can't explain why. I'll never be able to explain why. But yeah, thank you. Beautiful, perfect. You're amazing. I love you. This whole color scheme was just, like, random, and, like, I didn't edit it, like, in the footage, so that's just, like, the best closest color you're gonna get. So I didn't use saturated colors. This is not Severance. I'm not one of those film directors with a lot of the gigantic team and, billions and millions of dollars behind me on a project and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't, yeah, this is just the natural color that comes from the camera and whatever software, whatever. I don't know how, I don't want to explain it right now. That takes too much time. But anyways, yeah, this is just it. I don't know. I like ironing, and I think it's fun. I used to hate it. Like, I just grew to like it, like, more and more. And yeah, I don't know what anyone else thinks about ironing. It could be just a boring task to most people, which I understand why that would be a boring task. So I wouldn't want to go iron clothing that's pre-made either. So you know, I understand. Always making sure the fabric actually fits the pattern piece is always a, you know, strange, fun, weird part of the whole process, and you know, building it up again and again and again. That I finally just get to try it out once, just see what happens. I'm gonna sit in the stitch. I started doing it this way. I have no clue why I started doing it this way. It just ended up this way. Like I just like wanted to like do something different, but like not, but like make sure it's backstitched so it doesn't fall apart too. So like I always like have to like make sure in my head it's properly done right so it doesn't fall apart. And then, you know, it's serged like at the end of the seam, so it's always like tied in somehow and locked in. But like I don't know why I did it this way. I will never be able to explain why to you. Why I just decided one day, just like, I want to do it this way. And, you know, it looks interesting because I keep on constantly doing it. And I keep on refining it more and more and more. But yeah, I don't know. I just enjoy, you know, making garment look this way. People hate it. I love it because, you know, I make it for me. I don't really care what other people, you know, think. But, like, if someone buy it, that's cool. Like, at the end of the day, like, I don't know. I just, like, everything is, like, how I want to see fashion to be. So that's, like, the closest thing to, like, anything that I would do. And that's pretty much about it. And I believe that's like, I always believe that's one thing that's always missing. It's just that people always overthink things and they want things to look like it's, I don't know, like perfect or like old-fashioned or something. Like I saw this one guy, and he wanted really like famous people, and that's all he really cared about was famous people. And like the clothing that he wanted to sell, like nothing worked out because everything went to his whole team's head and stuff like that. And like that makes sense because that would make sense. That's why you start things alone and then bring people on, because you already know what you want and need, and then you just need to hire people beyond that, you know. Like I'm not saying be egotistical, it's all about me, but I would just mean more in the sense of like, how else are you gonna build something without having someone else, you know, bother you? Unless if you have a good team that already knows what they want, but usually that's probably not gonna happen. Ego's gonna come in, they're gonna like, oh, I made this one thing, and then people are gonna it's gonna blow into people's head. And then it's going to just ruin everything, and they're not going to listen to anybody else. And it's like, this is a team, and it's no longer a team. It's all about the one guy. And, you know, there's like, it's like you, if you can't lead, if you can't like do it, if you if you don't have like, if you don't know what you want like right away, then you can't really do it. Then it won't be for you. Then you can't. You have to quit, or you have to go on your own and just be like, I'm spending all the money. I'm the one doing all this. It's all about me. I mean, you just have to accept like when you're turning point is of like, no, this doesn't work out anymore, and you either leave, you don't play games, or you play their stupid game and you get nowhere. So, you know, like, that's the thing. Like, I'm not saying be selfish, but you have to be in a sense. Because if it's your vision, if you know what you want to sell, then even if it looks like everything else on the rack, people love to buy everything else on the rack. They just want to buy, and it's like going to a independent cafe. Like, you go buy your oat milk latte maybe like once or twice a month, but then you go to Starbucks the rest of the month, right? Because people already know what they want. People already want the Starbucks because it's already there and it's convenient and it's easy. And you have to go out of your way to go to an indie cafe and to be seen there, and you have to sit there and you have to take photos there because you feel bad. So, you know, like, it's just like you can do a Starbucks and be like, oh, well, there's already a million people going here a day. So why the hell do I have to, you know, be a part of it? You know, so it's just easier. So, yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say here is that, like it's just really hard to build anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you do. It's just hard to build. That's just pretty much it. Anyways. Just like how I built this hoodie pocket, right? Like, it looks completely different. It's unique. It's one of one. Every hoodie pocket now I do, or whatever, crew neck pocket, whatever. I don't know why crew necks have pockets. I don't think they usually do, but I added one just out of morbid curiosity. I'm like, well, why don't I add a unique thing to it to make it stand out from everything else on our rack, right? I mean, all my clothing stands out on our rack. It's not really a collection per se. Each piece is one of one. But, you know, it's not haute couture because you can wear it. It's not meant for the runway because you can wear it. You can wear it out in the streets. You can wash it. You can clean it. You can literally wash this. I wear mine almost every day. So, you know, like, literally hasn't fallen apart. So you can actually, it's better than fast fashion. It's actually built well. So, you know, that's the thing. Like, do you want to build fast fashion? Where do you want your product to come from? Like, or like, where do you want it to be, like, sewn together? Because there's a lot of factories out there, but they're probably not going to sew it that well unless if you give them the money to actually sew it that well. But then you're going to raise your prices a shit ton too. So, you know, like, there's all these different things you have to think about. That's why I just like doing it at home, you know, with my own self. But then if you do it at home with your own self, you're not famous. They hate you. They just straight up hate. They're like, nope, you're not cool. You're not a real person. You're not a real fashion designer. You're none of those things. You're just a home sewer. Right, and that's just what I am to lots of the people, and, you know, or people just even, they don't necessarily work in the industry, but people that just, like, gatekeep in the industry, like the nobodies at the stores, right? Like, they think that, you know, just because they're working with some billion-dollar brand and the creative director and selling their brands and stuff like that, they think they're better than anybody else, and it's true, they really do, and that's fine. Like, I'm glad that they think that. I'm happy that they think that. I want them to think whatever they feel. I want them to feel happy that they made these decisions in their life. But also, they also need to understand that they're a nobody, and they only get paid like a salary of maybe $40,000 to $80,000 a year, while, you know, the actual people that work at the actual company, you know, the top executives are getting paid all the money. So, you know, to me, they're just miserable, unhappy people that just think they're better than anybody else because they think that they know what real fashion is because they sell, I don't know, pretty much unique low-level garments. I don't know. I'm thinking of some brand. I can't think of any brand right now on the top of my head because I don't really know any big-name brands like that. Or at least, like, Acne Studios. They sell, like, Acne Studios or something, and they think they're better than anybody else. Like, that's cool. Acne Studios. Yeah. So, like, no. Sorry, no. Just no. You're not that cool. Like, stop hanging on to famous people. Like, no one cares. Literally no one cares.
Okay,
like, you're not
perfect.
that important, and you never will be unless if you make yourself that important.
Now I just need the sleeves.
I don't know. I'm gonna. Yeah, this will work. I'm not that important either. So like, that's why I'm just saying, like, I don't understand this mindset of like people thinking they're important because they work at some place when they're just, then they're just literally at the bottom selling stuff. They act like they're better than everybody else because because they sell to people that that are probably at a higher level than them, that can actually afford the stuff that they're buying. So like, that doesn't make you a better person if you're at the bottom selling it, though. That just makes you like you could be replaced in a second by anybody else. Like, that's the thing. Like, that's why I don't really find these people that important. Like, I used to when I was younger, and that's why I'm saying this. Like, don't go out there thinking these people actually mean anything. The people that actually mean anything, you need to go talk to to the actual people that run the show. Like, there's the people that are actually going to help you, not the people at the bottom. They don't care. Like, they'll insult you. They'll say mean things. They're literally a waste of your time in every sense of the way. You may not think that, but they really are. Like, they do nothing for you. Nothing. They just insult you. They say mean things. They don't even treat you with kindness. Why would you want any? I just don't know why anybody would want to be around that energy. But that's just me, though. Like, what do I know? Like, I'm absolute nobody. I can barely get inside of a store, or a pop-up even. So like, you only can do a pop-up really if you have the money to pay for it. That's the thing about it when you're like someone like me. Like, you don't have every person knocking on your door saying, "Oh, I want you." Like, no, it doesn't exist unless if like you know the right people. Then you actually will get that, and then you don't have to worry about anything because they'll take care of it for you. But then there's also like owning half your business and stuff like that. So there's so much to it, and that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know. I just hope someone tries to not undervalue themselves because they think someone hates them or whatever. Like, if they're watching this, because who cares? Live your life anyways. Like, do your thing. Piss people off. That's what I recommend. Who gives a damn? They're already miserable. They're just they just have an excuse to be more miserable when you're around. And I would recommend to avoid that. Well, that's just me. But anyways, that's my life advice to anybody watching this. If they want to do anything in their lives and build something, you just have to lead and ignore. That's pretty much it. And I'm not saying don't accept feedback from everybody or anything. Like, don't have those things if you can have them, like employees and everything, or like collaborators. But like, don't only listen to them. Don't accept it from everybody else. And if you think you know something that is just like, this is decent, I'm just gonna keep it the way it is, and just do that and just trust your gut there. But like, what I'm trying to say is, like, people that are not involved with you and don't give you their money for your product and stuff like that, don't listen to them because they don't know anything, because they don't care, because they're jealous a lot of the time and they're miserable. So just don't listen to them, and they're pretty much haters. So you don't want to listen to haters. That's what I'm trying to say here. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope you all have a great day, and hope you keep on just watching this if you want. Like and subscribe, all of that. And I hope you got some good advice or whatever. I don't know what the hell you're looking for out there, but hope you find something. Anyways, goodbye. Thank you. Have a great whatever evening time, day, whatever. Thank you. Hope you're having a great day too. Like, just a bigger shirt that's fluffy. It doesn't have the hood on it. Kind of enjoy it, actually. I don't know why, but anyways, yeah. So yeah, this is what a crew neck version of this garment looks like. I know I made it all ridiculous and all that, but that's just me being me, and I have to be me. So yeah. That's I think that's really about it, to be honest. I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. I didn't know they were going on. I feel kind of bad now for everyone that was watching, and then it stopped working. I thought it was working the whole time. I don't know why. I guess I was just so focused on, or locked in or whatever. Focused. Same difference. I was so focused on it ending that that's all I cared about in the moment. Yeah, it's very colorful. There's a lot going on. Very, very different from what I I normally have made in the past. Anyways, I appreciate all of you. Hope you have a great day, evening, whatever. Thank you.